Hello, it's me, Arisa Gaming. I'm back, and we're going to finish off Blasted Ceres today. Oxygen not included. Episode 35 if you're on YouTube.
Killer fish.
Hello, 2G. Hope you're doing well.
Killer fish from San Diego. I don't know what I am, but I taste really good.
You're a killer fish.
I'm a killer fish. Hello. I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Thank you.
That makes me smile every time I see that. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, we're pretty much wrapped up on this run. I just wanted to fix a few things and just probably actually make a petroleum rocket. Maybe go have a look around space. We'll see. It's almost 3 AM and you can't sleep. That's fine. That's fine. Right, we have a slight issue. So our rust melter is working. The issue is our steam turbines have gotten too hot because we diverted power from the thermo aquatuners that are actually cooling everything down. And now these steam turbines have stopped running because they're too hot, and now we don't have enough power. So what we actually have to do is we have to put some ice temperature plates in here. Probably. It'd be fine if we didn't have to be up at 6 AM in the morning. Yeah, that's not so good. Right, I'm not sure how many of these we're going to need. So I'm just going to put in a few. Why am I getting so much lag in this? Oh, it's because I'm in the temperature menu. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just put them in like this. Will help cool everything down. That's a lot of water. I don't think it's going to flood everything, though. Generally speaking, the whole base upstairs has kind of been melting. There's things that we probably would fix if we were going to continue doing this run long term. We'll see how much stuff we can fix today. I don't have any big builds in mind. We've kind of done everything I wanted to do on this run. I just want to hang out and see how long it takes the rust melter to spin up and see how many spigot seals we end up with. Just hang out, really. That's not quite right. Yes, hope you're doing well, Neo. That's a fine fishtail. Kind of been afraid to dig up the spacious whole ice biomes above the colony. Yes. So I have had a look at the new spaced out map. The moonlit one that is in the new update. And it looks very much like the Blasted Ceres asteroid, but just split into 3 moonlets. So I think we're going to give that a bit of a pass because it's very similar to what we've done so far. And we're going to go with a different seed where we're actually just going to remix the biomes and shuffle them up and see what that looks like. So yeah, this is heating up. We just need to make sure the power's all going right. Now, we had something very weird happen with power. The power overlay does not seem to be working at the moment. It seems to think that the steam turbines are generating way too much power. But the key thing, actually, is our power usage has gone up as well. Now that we're using all these polymer presses, that's pretty much eating all the spare power from the steam turbines. We're actually at the point where we could probably do with having some more power again. It's quite funny to me. But obviously at the moment the steam turbines are kind of too hot, so we've got to cool them down a little bit, put some ice in there for now. I'm going to have to hook up some different power generators as well. Look, the old mercury lamps are on again. These are working as intended. The main issue being... I thought we had enough power for everything with the steam turbines. I guess running 12 polymer presses at once is a fair bit of demand. But yes, the colony overlay is kind of not working, so that's not ideal. Right, we're melting the temperature plates now. That's good. Oh, right. Flooded steam turbines. That's not good. Maybe we shouldn't be dumping quite this much water in. We'll see. If we look at these power lines here, did this one get disconnected? Or is that just not running? Oh, this is all cool enough. Okay, I see. That's why that one's not running. Okay. That's fair enough. One day I'll play around with the funny purple gas in this bloody game, but right now I can't even see oil. Oh, you don't need to play with the purple gas. That's fine. The important thing is the petroleum boiler is working again. It's a kind of break because this pipe up here exploded. It's generally running quite hot. We probably could have made this more efficient, but it's working. The dupe isn't having to use the oil refiner anymore. All the steam has settled into water now, I believe. Not all of it. You wonder they need supercoolant. Oh dear. But yeah, you can see we're getting little bits of iron out. And that iron is exchanging heat with all this rust, which should actually help it heat up a bit more quickly. But I think it's going to take many, many cycles to actually heat up properly. So, first things first, we can fix this thing up here. The gas pump on here broke a while ago. Now, in terms of actually fixing this, what could we do? Because I don't really want to release all the oxygen. This is all locked at the moment. What we could do is we could set up a little liquid lock or something. Yeah, we could probably do that. So maybe just some granite tiles. Oh, we'll make igneous rock tiles because they're here. Something along these lines and just pour some oil in. Yeah, we'll just do that. Actually, what's in here at the moment? Oil. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll pour some oil in, then we'll open this up. Doesn't sour gas turn into something finally usable at really, really low temperature? Yes, it does. So if we have a look at sour gas. Sour gas. At minus 165 degrees C, roughly, it turns into 2 parts methane, 1 part sulfur. And the methane is the liquid form of natural gas. So if you want an absolute ton of natural gas, that's how you do it. The sour gas boiler. That is something we have never made in this game. That is probably something we're going to have to try at some point. But not today. And we're going to replace this with steel. Because we have plenty of steel now. Well, I say we have plenty of steel. We do also... Right, You're still sweeping up all this water. I think I'm just going to leave you sweeping up the water for now, because there's frankly too much water in here now. I put all these ice temperature plates in here. We did need to cool everything down. I think we could probably cancel the rest of these. And then just start sweeping everything. Yeah, I'll get a few of you to sweep that in there. I always say sweep when I mean mop. The thing is, right, the iron over here, I think what we actually want to do... is I want to take the iron and conveyor rail it up here and then dump it over here. Because otherwise we're going to have to walk around all this mess. So let's put a vent there. The bridge is going to have to go here. It's not really ideal. That shouldn't conduct heat with them. Oh, wait, hold on. The magma tends to pool up here, I believe? I think that should be alright. If it's not, we're going to end up with liquid iron in here. Right, so that can go up there. And then we'll make this out of copper, I suppose. It'll be a joy to figure out, just like this whole game for the first-time player that doesn't have a single idea rattling his brain. My first idea was, oh wow, I got some lava eggs from the printing pod. I'm going to design my whole base around recycling carbon dioxide into oil. Oh wait, now we don't have any food or oxygen or anything, because I've spent the last 100 cycles working on this vanity project instead of actual basic infrastructure. Oh no, we're dead. That was how my first run went. Right, yeah, that's all Friday 9. Let's just check out these yellow alerts. Right, I think you can leave this now. And then we'll wait for this liquid to drain out a little bit. That can get stopped. The important thing is that all of these steam turbines are running. You've got 3 ranches of pips for food. Yes, we did have a run. We've had runs where we've just been overflowing on pips, for sure. Oh boy, Lara, you're standing in the magma zone. Fun. This magma seems to be cooling down quite a bit. Now, because we've got the bridge going over the magma, I'm hoping it's not going to directly exchange heat with the iron in the conveyor. I guess we'll see. The key is, this thermosensor will trigger when there's liquid iron here. And if it's hot enough, then it will stop this door from being open. It will open this door and stop the heat from being transferred. I was thinking maybe we should hook up the heating element here. We could try that. Right, I think you're done with this now. And just grab that one, and then these should all be operational. So they should all definitely be cold enough now, because we've dumped a load of water and cooling in there now. An admittedly somewhat temporary solution, but it'll be fine. All the limes in here. Kind of annoying that we haven't got a auto sweeper here, but it's so close. I don't think it'll be a huge issue. Right, let's see what temperature this gets to then. So the rail's getting quite hot, which is expected. The bridge is getting hot now. That's fine, it condensed a little bit of oil. Let's see what happens with the iron. Because the last thing I want is for the iron to get hot on the rail. I mean, well, Ideally, I don't want the iron to get hot on the rail. It's not the end of the world if it does, but I didn't really think about a safe passage through here. Ended up with nuclear fallout down here again, so still think about that one. They pretty much emptied out an entire storage bin once they didn't set a box properly on it. Nice, nice. Yeah, if we look at relative temperature map mode, yeah, all of these window tiles are getting heated up, but the rest is pretty much cold otherwise. Right, let's have a look at this. So what temperature is the iron coming out? It's a little bit hotter than where it's here, but that's okay. And then there's a little bit of iron here still from earlier. It's fine. I don't think it's exchanging that much heat. It's a little heat exchange, but not enough that I'm seriously concerned about it. Oh look, that igneous rock melted again. At least Pip Omelette is free to sustain. Yeah, true. Right. These are all running again now. Good. Yeah, we were having some brownouts. The thing is, this rust melter shouldn't actually consume that much power, because it's all being heated off of the volcano and the magma. So apart from the conveyor loaders and whatnot, this shouldn't actually be using any power, really. I mean, this is using power to pump the liquid. Okay, so that, I think, is good. We'll pour some oil in here, just a little bit. And then we'll come and fix this gas pump, because that's some more oxygen we can hook up to the base. We've kind of been letting all the alveoveras die. I think the other thing we're going to do today is add another thermo aquatuner to the cooling loop for the base, because the base has just been getting too hot. We've been pumping in hot oxygen from the spawn, and that's evidently been enough to heat up the base. And that just won't do. We're gonna... yeah, we're gonna end the stream by detonating the magma storage. One thing, I'm not necessarily going to say goodbye to this playthrough forever. So once we fix all these little problems, we're in a good spot to continue this run if we want to do like late game industry and things. But I need to move on and do something a bit different. See how the Frosty Planet Pack stuff interacts in a different setting. And test out a lot of the stuff in the new update. Like, I didn't even talk about the new buildings, like the canister drainers, the which let you dump gas canisters straight into gas pipes. Same with the bottle drainers that let you do exactly the same thing with liquids. So handy. And there's a bottle filler as well now, which lets you fill bottles from pipes. All sorts of quality of life updates. Right, so I've disconnected this because I was concerned about it being hooked up to, well, any of these really. We can't have a transit tube hooked up to a line that's using a 1.2 kilowatt consuming building. This one is hooked up to the old metal refinery in here, which isn't being used. So I think we just got to hook it up over here. So let's do that. I guess we'll go down here. That's fine. Then put a little bridge. And I've got to make sure that in the next run we actually set out the power in a bit less of a compact way where it actually makes sense. So, what I could also do with doing, perhaps, is just having another loader here, where I feed stuff around here, and then maybe like an auto sweeper up here. How am I cooling this again? I think this is just getting cooled based on the incoming rust. You know what? I don't think I need to do this. I think all I need to do is just tell them to sweep up this debris. So the storage in here, if we look at the metal refinery, the storage does not hold a huge amount of each of these materials. It does kind of require someone to be here filling this all the time. But wow, look how quickly Ada actually makes the steel. with all this iron. Our steel stocks are going to go through the roof. Now, what I could do if I really wanted is I could make some room up here with the insulated tiles. But the steam pressure's pretty high now. But it's the middle steam pressure that is the concerning part, so I don't really want to adjust the geometry of this room too much. I think we'll just leave it like this. I don't really mind too much. Right, what's overheating? Polymer press. Right, I think something we want to do is come over here and dig out all this abyssalite. That might help. Press current, disable auto repair. The spigot seals seem to be doing well. We have a lot of ethanol in here now. That hasn't been going anywhere. So why hasn't this been going anywhere? I think it's not been going anywhere because there's a little blob of carbon dioxide that's actually holding back most of the ethanol. That's hilarious. That is a single blob of gas preventing this liquid from moving properly. How irksome. Well, that will solve itself eventually. One thing I didn't consider is these things getting flooded. We can't actually have them in here if the ethanol backs up. Maybe get rid of that carbon dioxide. I could make it an airflow tile. Probably fine. Alright, did you dump some oil in here? Is that what you're about to do? Oh, excellent. We caught Ellie just about to do this. Nice. Right. So that's formed the vacuum now. So I can now... Let's see. Is this automated? No. Open this. And then we'll replace this. And then the oxygen won't escape. Some of this oil, I think, will slide down here, but that's fine, because when the door closes, it should just get pushed in here. Your damn base is flooded with CO2, we need to figure something out, yeah. Door crushers are probably the most power-efficient way to just get rid of it. Gas pumps are pretty power-inefficient, because it's 240 watts per 500 grams per second, at most. It's fairly expensive. If you're powering a door on and off, it's like 10 watts, and that can delete more gas depending on the pressure. The good rule of thumb is you only ever want to use gas pumps if you need gas in a pipe to achieve what you want. So for ammo suits, you obviously need gas in a pipe. So you have to use gas pumps. But any other case, like there was a run where we were trying to move steam by a steam vent to a volcano. And it was literally cheaper from power for us to use a thermal aquatuner to condense the steam into water and have the water flow to an area or get pumped out by a liquid pump and then reheated. That's how inefficient gas pumps are. You'll need a gas pump when I try and run just one singular Draco I found. There. We never did set up a food poisoning thing, did we? That was sad. Unreachable. Oh, they have to get in the friggin... Oh, for fuck's sake. They have to get on this tile to open the door. Look. So if I select Layra, she can get down here, but she can't physically stand next to where this door is. Oh, that's so stupid. Well, I guess I'm going to have to do something like this then. Can you even reach all of those tiles? Probably not. Actually, you can, yeah, you can reach them. It's mildly annoying, though. Yeah, this seems to be running again now. We've hooked up the transit tube now. Looks like we're getting more iron through here. Looks like they haven't actually been filling this with rust. Okay. We've got a little layer of liquid iron here now, and this is disconnected because it's not actually heating anything. Interesting. So, what's the situation? No one's been doing this because the biobot's on it. Okay, I have an idea. Let's actually put in more of these. Let's put in another one. Have 2 people load rust at once. Because if a biobot ends up doing it, it is not going to get filled. Yeah, pretty happy with the iron production. But you guys like building tiles. You should have done this fairly quickly, right? We can speed to it now as well, I believe. Oh, that's unreachable? Why is that unreachable? There you go. At first, you looked at conveyors in research, and oh, that's not so bad, and I learned the damn skilled forest needed to build it. Yeah. Yeah, there's a fair amount of tech needed. You can't reach that either, really? Wow. We've really just melted the entire map, haven't we? Right. What's going on with these things? So, this is another thing we need to fix. The cooling loop is not quite getting cool enough to cool down all these trees. Most of the sleet wheats and most of the plume squashes are alright, so I haven't really been worried about it too much. I guess I don't really need to worry about these trees too much either, but I don't want the freezer to get overwhelmed. So we... Ooh, spicy tofu. Yum. Music. It's not time, it's the issue, but that's a lot of morale. Yeah. Yeah, that's true, actually, the mechatronics. Starting a run, like, re-rolling until you get a skilled in mechatronics guy is probably the most impactful thing you can do. If you're really concerned about that. What is it getting over here? Not too hot. That's good. I got worried for a second. I thought the conveyor bridge melted. It's like, where's it gone? Oh, there's a conspicuous patch of metal on the ground. Oh, wait, that's not it. Not sure how I'd get that morale, but again, everyone's currently eating meal ice. Yeah, food is a pretty powerful source of morale. It's going to take you a while to do all these tasks. How the Bammets? Well, the Bammets haven't caused any issues. Oh, I think they changed how Bammets move now. So I think this is broken. No, they can still wander over here. Oh, it's just full. So they're kind of staying in here for now. Okay, that's fine. I thought they changed some logic about how Bammets move, but I don't think they've changed all of it. Hello, Netakirny. What's an opinion? A sleepweed is best wild. What do you think about pitcher pepper? I like pitcher peppers a lot. It's a plant that actually eats warm water. So what I like to do is, well, first of all, you've got a polluted water vent. These actually require at 35 degrees C, so it needs a little bit of heating up. What you can do is you can pump your polluted water into a metal refinery. Have the metal refinery do one lot on something relatively cheap, like gold amalgam to gold or something along those lines. And then it will be just warm enough to actually go into pinch pepper. So that lets you use a metal refinery and grow your plant that you want to grow. So that's what I usually do. In this case, we're just absorbing all the heat from the oil biome very slowly. Eventually, we will have to heat this up. But, I mean, I don't know. We've got a load of magma over here. I think we can keep injecting heat if we really needed to. Sleepweed best grown wild. So, obviously that is good because it doesn't require dirt and water. We're actually growing it domestically here because I didn't want it to take up so much space. Wild sleepweed farms take up 8 times as much space as domestic farms. And what we've actually done is we're running a nectar coolant loop past all of the air with the sleepweed plants in it, and that means we can actually feed them with hot water, and it's enough to keep them cool. Issue is both your people and events use of spam. I have 800 grams spare-ish. That's fine. The pitcher peppers don't eat a huge amount of polluted water. They eat 35 kilograms a cycle. So you could run, let's see, it's somewhere in the region of 55-ish grams a second. So you could run like 15 of them or something. And I think they're probably one of the best use cases for fertilizer as well. Oh, right, that's your different... that's your alt. You have a 14 days ban. Why do you have a 14 days ban on Twitch? What have you been up to? Blimey. Yeah, I like fertilizing these. It's pretty good use of fertilizer, in my opinion. We've still got some. You get so much random fertilizer from the printing pot. If you save it for something small like this, you basically don't run out of it if you get care packages. Wild planting them, you can definitely wild plant them as well. The only thing being, you need to keep the plants at the right temperature, and they like it hot. So that could be a little... that could be a little tricky. Whereas if you're feeding them the hot water with like a radiant pipe or something, or like a normal pipe, then it will stay hot. So I just tend to do this. And you don't tend to need that many peppers either. Like, we're actually kind of overproducing peppers with this, the base. And we're making pepper bread, and we've got like... Wow, they've added a new thing here. Look. They've added a reminder that duplicates consume a minimum of 1,000 calories per cycle. Just to remind you how much your food is actually worth. It'd be funny if it had a little counter here that actually said how many days worth of food this is. Made some offensive jokes. There's chlorine lingering inside my base because I didn't realize a single airlock door was not enough. Oh man, that sucks. You can get some salt vines to help deal with that. Right, so now I have to lower this and this. Then put that there. And then remove this. And then let's leave that locked for now. This is filling up with oxygen the whole time, and I don't want to just release a huge amount of oxygen into the map that we're not actually going to use. That seems like a waste. Yeah, now I can build that one. Did you build this yet? You did. Okay, so let's actually hook you up as well. So, looks like we are dumping some rust in now. Is that just melting immediately? This iron isn't really cooling down anymore. Because we're trying to condense the iron by running the cold rust in. So if we stop getting rust in, we stop getting iron out. I guess it kind of works. We've got 3 fertilized farms right now. You're trying new things I didn't try previously on Spaced Out. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, now see this is all melting off the rail. I don't think it's reached the liquid. I don't think the liquid has reached the ladders yet. Maybe it's reached this ladder. Well, I'm not too concerned. But yeah, set these priority 9. Get the dupes to bring them in. I could also, actually, put a storage bin in here and have them fill this with rust. Because it's got a higher capacity, they'll fill it faster. Right, so now we've got carbon dioxide in here. I could tile that to remove that gas. Let's do that. We'll do the same over here. Then that should get rid of all the gas, and then we can open up this door. Right, what else is broken? It looks like this pipe burst at some point, but I think that's mostly okay now. You got the rust. You brought 715 kilograms. Now these things discharge at a rate of 20 kilograms per second. That's quite a lot. The iron is also quite viscous, so we've actually got probably about 500, 600 kilograms down here. Lying in the liquid interface, but I think that's okay. The petroleum here is now at about 132. Ah, there's Rowan delivering some more Rowan. Yeah, and these are cooling down based on the cold rust going in, so that's fine. Okay, let's keep looking up here. Right, so now we can remove both of these. And then we can safely open this. And we will end up with a little blob of oxygen in here. And by a little blob, I mean probably a lot of oxygen, but it's better than letting it all leak out over here. And it's just because you have to open the door this way. In future, if I'm doing this kind of thing with the doors, just while we're building it, then I'll put the door at the same level as this. What is this weird construction? It's basically just we have deodorizers sucking in the polluted oxygen from the vent because it can go through the airflow tile. We've got oil in here, goes through the airflow tile, through the mesh tile, up into this chamber where, thanks to the deodorizer. So all the oxygen gets sucked out of here, and these deodorizers can pressure infinitely. So this is an infinite storage for oxygen from the vent. And then we've got some mechatronics in here so that we can just supply these with filtration medium, and then we can get the clay out. We've been using that to make ceramic. Ooh, citrus scented. The issue being it's a hot polluted oxygen vent, and it eventually got hot enough to actually break this iron pump, so now we actually have to go and now I have to go replace this with a steel pump. I mean, yes, obviously the answer is actually just run a cooling loop past it, but there's no real need at this point. It's not enough throughput to be worth building. You thought it was a hydrogen vent? Nah. I wish. We have like 5 of these on this seed. That's another reason why I'm keen not to do the spaced out map anymore, because I've noticed the geysers are all the same geysers that we get on here. So it's not really... I just don't feel like it would be sufficiently different from the current playthrough to justify actually doing it. So yeah, now all the oxygen's leaking out over here, but at least we can get this fixed. So I'm going to set this to yellow alert. What do you mean unreachable? Oh, right, okay. Sorry, Marie. Yeah, yellow alert, and then I'll get an alert when that's done. But you will need to actually... I'll need a yellow alert, the steel replacement as well. I feel like it should automatically put these replacements at the same priority as the actual demolition task for that little interface here. Maybe I'll put that on the wish list video. I think what I might do this weekend is put together that wish list video. We'll see. I'm still just dumping random water out here. I did math. My overproduction is enough for Eternity to farm 10 pincher peppers. Not too much, but always something. Yes. Yes, exactly. It's better than nothing. Remember, good gas oven kills all germs. I don't know. I haven't been thinking about it. I haven't been thinking about it, to be honest. I don't think the dupes have been getting disease from the pepper bread. Right, fill that on priority 8. Okay, you've actually filled back up with rust now. It's fair enough. Yeah, it's getting preheated a little, but I don't think we're going to get this continuously running unless we have, like... I think we would need automation to get it continuously running. And also, 20 kilograms per second. That's 12 tons per cycle. If we did get it continuously running, that would be, like, 15 cycles worth of operation. And then we'd actually be out of rust. So probably not really worth worrying about. Now, the other thing is, we do actually need this oil well to run this, because that's where all the coolant liquid's going. I didn't fully consider that. The issue being, the water that's actually going into that oil well is the excess coming up of this pipe. And if the brine geyser is actually disabled, then we're not running it. Hey Carmike, hope you're doing well. You're catching the end of this run. Congratulations. You know what? I don't really care that much. We have steel production. We'll make more steel. It's all good. Yeah, look, there's some iron coming out. We're actually getting a decent amount of iron coming out now. That's nice. It'll be a long time before we see all of these cells heated up, though. Maybe we didn't need to make it this long. Maybe we only needed to make it about this long. Maybe I over-egged it just a little. We'll see. The important thing is, this temperature here is quite close to the magma temperature. I mean, this volcano's been erupting, so it is, and it's at 2,300 for the eruption, so it's slightly better, but it's going to go dormant again very shortly. So, I don't know. It's not going to get that much hotter than this because we've stored like the whole magma biome in here. Part of me is thinking I should have heated it up a bit more. Or dumped less of it in from the magma biome. What are you doing? You're not grabbing it from the loader, are you? Really? I mean, that's one way to get it to run continuously, but... frankly, I think you have better things to do, May. I think you've just found an easy job to do. Right. This has been replaced. So now I just need to close this. And then this will work again, so that pipe is full of oxygen again now. That's good. Right, so in terms of a wire, now we actually had to make a whole other wire and bring it through here to get this to run. I think, let's have a look at this. I think we can solve this issue a different way. So we are no longer actually growing that many of these friggin' plants. There is a heat leak over here. So how about we just close off the heat leak? We seal this up, and we move this ladder down here for now. Because we've got enough plastic, I don't really care. And then what are the other heat leaks into the base? So this actually is a heat leak, unfortunately. That's kind of what's been doing this in. It's also been the oxygen coming out of here. I think this needs to be insulated pipe at this point. Where is it even going? It's actually going all the way up here, and then it's recirculating back into the atmosuit docks. How about we just insulate all of this pipe? You guys love building pipes. And I do not really feel like cooling down all this oxygen. At this point, we're just going to do this. Such a good base manager, and you made so much water I drink from my dupes juice. I like the juices. Wow, what? Did I really need to do it like this? I probably don't need to insulate this part, but I'm going to. How much insulated rock tile is this actually going to take up? I'm also never going to remember, like, which of these pipes are actually being sorted and which aren't. Need all three of the ingredients? Yeah, you do need all three ingredients to run a juicer. That's the whole point. It's pretty annoying specifically because of that. But if you have all 3 ingredients, not bad. Right. I think that'll do. Back 'em no juice. Yeah, I don't normally bother. This seems like it's actually cooling back down. The other thing is, this is a heat leak. Because this was supposed to be a vacuum, and it never ended up being a vacuum. Same with this one. Although, it's actually warmer over here than it is over here, so I'm not too fussed about that one. Right, let's just remove these. If I just remove these for now, what do I do? Do I just pour the ethanol out? If I pour the ethanol out, it's just going to kill the plants, right? Even though infinite slime souls. Feels bad, man. How are your dupes supposed to function without infinite amounts of slime? How will you run the slime rocket? That's going to be on the wish list. They need to add the slime rocket that is powered just from slime. And it doesn't go very far, but it gives you a way to dispose of your slime. And then when it launches, it leaves behind a load of slime ball gems. This is a very practical rocket design. Still melting more snow tiles. Good to see, good to see. Right, I think I'm just going to push all of the ethanol out and we're going to try again. Because I think what we actually want to do is we want to fill it with nectar. We filled this with nectar. We dumped too much nectar in here as well. Yeah, whatever. I guess you can just push a load of the ethanol out down here. I don't really care about that. Yeah, you should start cooling down a bit better now, because this is where most of the heat actually is. These steam turbines are barely keeping up with this thermal aqua tuner. I feel like we're on the cusp of this problem actually being fine. We just need to stop the heat leak, and then we don't need to actually add another aqua tuner. Because I would rather not brute force this when we're actually close to using all of our steam power for transit tubes and whatnot. What's overheating over here? Is it just... yeah. Ooh, this is looking better. So it looks like the rust conveyor is pretty full now. If I set this back to about here... I mean, this is all pretty cold now because it's all full of rust heat. We're getting some shenanigans going on here. The important thing is the iron is coming out cold. And these aren't heating up too much. And this coolant loop should just run constantly. How the hell does soda fountains work? Ah. So, you have to pump in carbon dioxide into canisters and deliver the canisters here. Yeah, you have to deliver canisters of carbon dioxide. So what I do is I have a canister filler over here, which is set to a gas pump that pumps full of carbon dioxide. The only issue is it's now full of oxygen. We need to empty the storage to try again. I don't know why. I don't know why it filled up with oxygen. It's so stupid. Well, it'll be less stupid now that you can fill canisters directly from pipes with the new... Well, you can do that anyways. The canister filler has always existed. Or use carbon dioxide from your natural gas generators. Yeah, that works pretty well. I would recommend using carbon dioxide from your generators rather than pumping it like this. We're just pumping it because we have an absurd amount of it on the map from all of the shenanigans we've been doing. But, like, these polymer presses, like, really what I should be doing is I should be filling a canister filler with this rather than dumping it out into the map. But, whatever. Yeah, it's funny. Actually, removing that abyssalite was enough to conduct enough heat to the polymer press that it stopped overheating. That's funny. Right. Okay, so we're pouring all the ethanol over here. That's fine. And then we'll refill this with a small amount of liquid. And what will actually happen is this ethanol will all get stored over here, because this is all on airflow tiles. And the rest of it is dripped down into the jungle juice. Is fine. I'm kind of sad it's not continuously moving, but oh well. It is quite satisfying to watch. Cycle 500 and you've not researched it? Nice. Yeah, there's a few things I forget. Right, what we got? Loot. Apparently they've doubled the amount of blueprints you get now. Oh, we got the Paku painting. This is great, but we already have it. We'll keep playing and then we'll look at all the duplicate loot. What? Guys, I hate to break it to you. This is not helping. You just bring a load of condensed magma over here. Ah, yes, the perfect way to cool down our base. Build a load of pipe out of friggin' condensed magma. Good idea. Looks like we... Great, okay. Let's sweep all this up as well. Who's scolding? Oh, you are actually scolding just in this area, generally, because of all the hot rock we've used to build this. Nice. And the atmosuit docks are overheating. Don't repair them. You're just scolding, standing on the metal tiles. I wonder if they will make a gate where you could set it so that they don't move materials of a certain temperature through it. That would be pretty handy. Must admit. Oh wow, you're actually getting really injured doing that. Okay, you are automatically assigned, that's good. Show me your kitchen deep freezer setup. I have issues with my auto sweeper. Don't want to work with me. Right, so what we do... the kitchen has a conveyor rail. I don't know why it's all backed up. The kitchen has a conveyor rail. This stuff is supposed to be exchanging temperature with this metal block, which we're cooling with a Nectar Aquatuner loop. The issue is that our coolant loop has generally been overstressed, so it's not cooling the food fast enough. I think some of it's been rotting on the line. Maybe. We've been overproducing food for a while. The pepper bread appears to be conducting heat. And it is occasionally getting dumped in here. But there's some sleep wheat grains that for some reason appear to be glitched and don't appear to actually be dumping in here. And then once it does dump in here, once it detects the food is cold enough and the conveyor shut off, it gets dumped in a vacuum on a mesh tile. and then it doesn't conduct heat with anything else, and then it stays deep frozen. So that's how that works. When are you actually doing this? Okay, Nails is doing it now. Gas reservoir is overheated? That's funny. Why? Oh, you just dumped some hot rock here. Yeah, this is clearly the issue. Yeah, but like I gave my... I gave my much smaller base and everything, my auto super continuously pick up food from freezer and drop it into freezer again. Right. Maybe because I have 2 small kitchens set up with 1 sweeper. Let's have a look. So our sweeper is just going into these conveyor loaders, and these conveyor loaders are just going straight down to the freezer. We have this set to a higher priority... No, we have this set to a lower priority than all the cooking buildings. They cook food first, and then we set just the cooked products on the conveyor rail. That's what we do. So the raw food stays in there and gets cooked, and if we don't have enough chefs, sometimes it goes off. Which is not ideal, but that's just how it's ended up. They'll stop scolding themselves in a minute. I'm not super fussed about that. You actually locked this. Yeah. Good. Is it just me, or is it much quieter than it was? Feels very quiet. I don't know. What's overheating? 4? Okay, I don't... Maybe it's my ears. Also, these pie caplings, they're too hot. That's interesting. I wonder why that is. We even have the radiant pipe there. These go down to minus 14 degrees. How are the floxes doing in here? I think the floxes are doing alright. That's good. Freezer works, I guess kitchen's too small. Yeah, like it could be that the kitchen's too small. Right, so we pushed out the ethanol. So now we want to dump a small amount of ethanol in here. There's a little bit here that should just fill that gap. Stop the gas from infiltrating. And then we just pour a little bit more and form the seal. Half. Right, look. I'm just gonna get you to build this ladder down here. Otherwise it's not gonna happen, is it? There been more hot building going on? I guess the pipes are a bit hot. Blah. Maybe it's my headphones. Oh, have I just turned the volume down on my headphones? I think I accidentally turned the volume down on my headphones. Yeah. Yeah, you guys could hear it all fine. I was just like, what? Because there's a little touch sensor on my headphones. I think I just touched it. Okay. Pips. We haven't used pips. We'll get some coal. But yeah, one thing that we still haven't done yet is poke shells. Like, properly getting into poke shells and branching them and dealing with the eggs. Because I think oak shells could potentially be quite powerful, and we haven't tested any of that yet. So when we do start the new run, I want to do something that involves poke shells and slicksters, because we haven't done slicksters either. We've been tempted to a few times, but we've never quite gotten around to it. Right, so you're a vacuum here now, but we need to pour in a little bit of liquid to get that sorted, but that should stop the heat from transferring from the base there. See, we have a little poke shell here, but that's it. Now, the other thing is, so obviously we've been making loads and loads of plastic that we don't really need. And now that we've actually got steel production online again, I actually would quite like to make a petroleum rocket and go send it somewhere. So, the petroleum pipe is kind of going up here. So let's actually send it this way. Kind of. So what I could do is... This is the nectar for the coolant loop. I could separate these here. So, yellow alert these. And then that one... Hold on, hold on. That one can cut off there. Do you have, by any chance, name a mod to copy entire build setup? No, I don't actually use the blueprinting mod for ONI. I don't like blueprinting stuff. Usually I like to adjust stuff as I go. Sorry. I know the Max Not Binary uses it a lot. Well, not a lot, but like a little. Right, so put that there. Where am I going to launch the rocket from? I don't think it really matters. So I think what we'll actually do is we'll just extend it. We'll extend this up here a little bit. By a little bit, I'll see how high we can extend it. And then we'll put a rocket in there. And that could be like the last thing we do. That could be the thumbnail. And then if we want to resume this run in future, then we'll resume it from the point of view of space travel. Oh look, we've condensed all the magma on this bit. Not ideal. But look how cold this iron's coming out now. That's interesting. This oil situation is annoying. Because this is supposed to be for excess water. It doesn't seem like we actually have any excess water. I think because the vents are kind of overpressurizing a little bit. Who's idle? Ellie, what have you done? I guess you need to build another ladder. You see, building by hand 35 private bedrooms is kind of annoying. I guess. I found it kind of relaxing. See, here's the swell. We already have this one. Put a bottle empty back here. So, what I'm hoping is that should stop the heat from leaking in. And if we set this back to -50, the target temperature. So then the issue is... I think the issue has just been that the oxygen hasn't been insulated properly over here. And then the base in general is a little bit hotter. Can't really help that one. Where are you? Oh, you're both here now? What is going on? What are you guys getting up to? What's broken? With that door? Oh, that's fine. Right, you did those bridges, so that can cut off there. Then this can go here. And then I actually need to send that petroleum up here somehow. So I think what I would actually have to do is I would actually have to... some bridges here. So let's yellow alert that. I do find it quite funny that this sulfur geyser has just been erupting this whole time and it hasn't actually caused any issues. How bizarre. You can make a pitcher pepper nut farm in your bathroom as I use it for baking. Yeah, that's the thing. Bathroom water, if it's insulated, it's actually hot enough to feed pitcher pepper plants. So that can be quite useful. Right, that's the top of space. So we want to put the rocket platform. The plastic ladder is an insulator, so I'm hoping it's not all going to melt when we actually launch the rocket. It probably will. The CO2 is very hot. So rocket platform. We can make that out of mercury. Wow, we've got 12 tons of iron now? That's hilarious. So, 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay, let's do it from this pipe. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's put it there for now. Because if we're doing it, we're doing a small reactor. What's going on here? You're overheating again. Okay. It shows us 32 Celsius. So it should be 37.7 when it comes out of the dupe. Oh, you're pumping again now. Okay. I'm just going to leave you then. If you've actually had some excess water, that means we're getting some brine again, right? No? Oh, you're up to getting 7.7 cycles. Whatever. We'll let it lapse a little bit. Wow, this is really all just melting now, isn't it? Right, we're just getting to build all that ladder. Whatever. Yeah, you're probably going to want to heat it up again a little bit. With something. Yeah, this has been working pretty well. So we've made 12 tons of iron, and some of that has been turned into steel. Well. Sounds like a plan for a future colony? Yeah, maybe. I think this rust smelter has been a big success. Probably didn't need to make the heat exchanger quite this long, but we can make something smaller in a future run and be confident in it working. All we need is the magma volcano. Wow, we have a lot of notifications up here. We've trapped duplicates because all these snow tiles are melting. You just don't actually have any rock, do you? Right, dig that up. And then you can dig that up as well, and then you can start building some of those ladders at least. Make that party 8. Is there a way I can get them to maneuver around up here instead? There probably is. Starting over helps me speed up reaching mid-game, be better at mid-game. Fair enough. Right, so how many tiles tall is that? That is 19 tiles. We want to make a max-size rocket, I think. The new rocket, we can make a small petroleum engine, and that height, low clearance. Yeah. Okay, let's build that one out of gold. And then see what we're working with. And move it down if needed. You're playing on a new Dyson Sphere program save right now? Nice, nice. Right. Yes, the ethanol is now being pumped into these tanks, so now these should hopefully stop being... Our plan on not leaking heat has not really worked. We dump the ethanol in here. New-ish, 34 hours. I need to play Dice Sphere program again at some point. I think I need a bit of a reset. I think I need a bit of a mental reset. Like, this playthrough's gone really well, but I need to break it up a bit. We've been doing a bit too much of this recently. I need to focus on some other things. I want to get back on top of Sandbox Showcase. I want to do the wishlist video. So maybe we have a bit of a break from... I don't know. I'll have a think. I'm wondering whether I'm going to stream a bit less next week and then actually just do more YouTube stuff. I'm not sure. Also, I have this orange cable on my desk I like to fiddle with. If you see that, that's what that is. How's this looking these days? I mean, it's kind of heating up. The longer this runs, the more efficient it will be. I'm getting very sick of seeing all these building melted notifications. You're not getting smarter, you're just getting more effectively stupid. Nice. We reached same point as in previous colony. Vanilla, this one was spaced out while taming metal volcanoes, as I hear none on cycle 470. I'm like 5 hours ahead of gameplay compared to previous, which are more hours. Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like we've done a lot more on this. Well, this is our second longest playthrough, but it's like, we've learned a lot. This has been a productive playthrough. Oh wow, you've actually broken. I guess this is only going to get so far, isn't it? How about we make you out of wolframite? That sounds fun. Well, I think now they built those ladders, they don't have to actually access all of this, but it's just annoying me. Right, so... Module burden 5, module engine power 31, rocket speed 6.2 per cycle, so obviously we need to make it a bit taller. Right, what else could we add? Right, do we want this to be a solo spacefarer? Does it look weird? It doesn't look weird, we can make it a solo spacefarer, that's fine. And then we'll probably want some solar panels, right? We've got some... Yeah, we've got some... stuff for this. Hello? Build. Oh, right, you can't actually reach this. We'll have a think about that. Gosman is just like, I'm not happy with the melting snow either. Thank you, Gosman. Right, you need igneous rock, right? So just dig that tile, please. So I know you're making a mess. I know you're making a mess, I just don't care. See, these alveolators are staying cool because we're actively cooling them. All the others in the base have just died off now. Do I have a Discord? I do! Wow, there you go. The command worked. Congratulations. Yep, people ask questions there and answer them. It's all good. Are we still using the mercury power? No, this is turned off now. Because the batteries are full. You want to show me the messed up branch setup? We'll have a look at that later. That sounds good. Travaldo is excited for space. That's good. So once you've actually built this, does this mean we can pile on more things? Yes, it does. Look. It's going all the way up here. Height 17 out of 20. Okay, so we're 1 tile short here. Is that fine? That's probably fine. So let's see. Let's put in 2 solar panels. Come on. Build. Yes, there we go. Build another one. Build a battery module. That's fine. What else are we going to want to fit on here? So, artifact transport module. We'll probably want one of those. Picking up artifacts from space. And then we got... How many more tiles we got? We got 7. What else could we add? I don't think we're going to be landing anywhere. Orbital cargo module? We haven't researched drill cones yet. We need steel to make a cartographic module. Oh, that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? A cartographic module. Yeah, we can do that. You guys are really, really starting to wind me up. Right, where else do I want you to actually access to get out of here? Because you're going to start running out of your friggin' suits in a minute. Suit air in a minute. In fact, you are kind of running out of your suit air. You don't even have a suit on. I could put a ladder here and then dig this. Really felt like it. Yeah, make some more steel again, and then we'll make a cartographic module. That sounds fun. And then we could roam space and not have to shove a telescope in a rocket module. Because we'll probably just make our standard rocket module. We never use the thermo nullifier. Yeah, I've got a big list of things that I want them to do in the game. And I'll... Rather than last time's list, which was like 5... big concepts I wanted to see, I'm going to make a list of lots of little things, and I'm going to rush through them. Every time a snow tile melts, a puppy dies. I'm going to speed to it now. You actually just have a work errand, and then you're going to make more steel. Yeah, the oil's coming out of here again. That's good. And it seems like we're still primarily pumping it through the map. We're getting some out of this well, but most of it is pumping through the map. Also, we melted some copper in here somehow. Sure. Right, in any case as well. So, the petroleum. So that is going here. So it needs to go around this way, up here, bridge it here, and send it this way. Because we can put this all above... well, we're not even using any light here, but we can put this all above the solar panels, and it's not going to block the light, so that's fine. So that could go there. Don't care about this door. It's overheating. You're overheating as well, okay. We'll just not worry about you until you've actually broken. We have 91 tons of plastic. I think we have enough plastic at this point. Hay is on the way to fabricate. Should we have a quick fish update? Let's have a quick fish update. Yes, the Hillstream Loach babies are very happy. They're all roaming around. Whiskers is pushing the plants around above the camera where you can't see them. He really likes to nestle up there. He likes to... I probably need to give the tank a bit of a clean again. I'll do that this weekend. Oh, there we go, Platty. Good job. Right, Pei is making the steel now. How much oil did we actually dump in this? Do conveyor meter count packs of material sent or weight of material? It counts weight. It says units. It means weight, which is very useful. Right, we have more steel now. So... I'll replace you with wolframite as well. So now I can make a cartographic module, right? And that's gonna go... Oh, God. It's too wide! It looks unreasonably wide. 31 units is 31 kilograms. That's correct. Not the other one. This is way too wide. It's fine. And then we got 2 more tiles for something else. We could put another battery in there. Or we could put another solar panel. We probably don't need another solar panel. Is there anything we even want in here? We could put another 2 artifact modules. So we can bring back 3 artifacts at once. It seems kind of unnecessary. So what's the actual range on this again? Remind me. Oh, we need oxidizer. Oh, of course we need oxidizer. So what are we using as oxidizer? Small solid oxidizer tank. Oh, there we go. That fits. Okay. Well, thankfully, here's something we have a lot of spare on this map. We have a load of spare oxalite. We have like... Oh, we did have a load of spare oxalite. Now we don't because all the friggin' alveomeras have died. That's very annoying. What about small gas canisters? Is there like a small gas canister we could use? It's 3, so it's too big. Such a silly looking rocket. I think we are gonna have it look like this. And we'll do something... We'll do something like that, sure. Why not? Power transformer was flooded. There. I dislike how these keep flooding. I'm not really sure how that keeps happening. Right, we're going to want to bring water up here as well. This is not a water pipe. This is a mercury pipe. Do we even have a water pipe? We have this one. Okay. Here's what we do. So, this water is going to run back out into space. After it goes through all the sleep weeds. I guess it's going to go like here. Then... Oh, God. Spaghetti! We can't end the run without having a bit more spaghetti. This has been the spaghetti run. Right, so that's going to go there. That is quite annoying, because we can't actually bridge it that way. We'll have to bridge it this way. We'll have to put the bridge here. And then... And then the pipe's going to have to go there. And then it's going to have to bridge again. So yeah, we'll let that. So it's going to go there. We're going to put a liquid bridge here. Liquid bridges don't have decor penalties. That's interesting. And then that's going to go over here. And then that's going to go up here. And then that's going to go in the rocket. That's fine. Then this is all going to be set to priority 9 as well. And then that's our full rocket. This does mean... Right, this means we're going to get rid of all of these. And it means we're going to have to fix the LVO pyramids that have been getting too hot. I don't know, I mean, 3 tons of oxalite is still probably fine, right? We got rid of most of the sconces. We just don't have any left in here. I could remove the sconces here as well. It does feel a bit criminal that we're making hundreds of tons of oxalite over the course of the run, and now that we actually finally need oxalite specifically, it's all run out. Yeah, remove that. The most spaghetti you've ever had on ONI right now? Nice. Goals. They're really all melting, aren't they? Like, every single snow tile in this general area is melting. Right, the trees are all back to normal. And the cooling loop is cooler again. So I think we're alright on cooling now. How's the freezer conveyor looking? It's still backed up. It all appears to be sleep wheats. The bug with sleep wheats is very annoying to me. It's kind of choking this whole thing unless we reload the game. We haven't had meteors in a while, have we? They're building it! They're building the rocket! Onwards to greener pastures. Actually explore a little bit of space, maybe. We can start building the data bank management as well. That would be good. Let's have a look in here. So, view interior. Okay, so here's what we want. We want airflow tiles. No, we want mesh tiles. Mesh tiles go here. We've done this. We actually have a video about how we like to lay out our small solo spacefarers. We've kind of got this down to a fine art. So this can be made out of gold, that's fine. So the ladder bed is going to go here. The wall toilet is going to go here in this corner. Oh, it's satisfying to see 90 tons of plastic. I'm going to miss that. This is where we're going to put the mini gas pump to get the CO2 out. So that is here. Don't believe it really matters where we put that. I'm gonna put it here. that's going to go down there. And then we need a few things. We need the conveyor loader, which is where we're going to deposit all the material. We need the conveyor chute, which is going to go here. So all the material is going to get dumped out here. This lets us dump both the space food, the pemmican that we've been stockpiling, and the oxalite can all get dumped into this loader. And plastic and stuff as well. We'll have a switch. Turn the gas pump on and off whenever we feel like draining the CO2 out of the rocket. We'll have a power fitting so we can hook it up to the solar panels. And rocketry, isn't it? Yep, here we go. And then, last but not least, we'll have the orbital data station. Go there. And then the wire will just connect like this. Nothing too fancy. And I believe it's all done. Yeah, well-bred grapefruit. Now, I haven't skilled people up in ages. Look how many friggin' skill points we've accumulated. I haven't even thought about this for ages. Now, we have one rocket pilot in the colony. It's Joshua. Because Joshua is the only one that was actually interested in it. We're going to give Joshua the piloting hat. Meteors, let's go. We can watch meteors. Actually, I do want to watch meteors. Because what we've done since last time, we now have the nectar layer here. We're actively cooling the nectar layer. So I'm hoping what will happen is this will prevent the meteors from melting. Like, this should all be very cold in here now. It's like minus 65 degrees. So we'll keep an eye on that. Grubfruit seed? We never did anything with Sweetles. We totally could have, but we didn't need any of their products, so we didn't bother. Oh, and there's one more thing we need to do. We need to put the water pipe in here. So the water is going to snake around like this. It doesn't need to be super precise, but you just want to have enough length of pipe so that enough water stores in the rocket that you don't have to think about it too much. That's all priority 9. They can get over here. And then let's see. So on the star map, we have this planet, we have the Mercury field, we have the satellite. And then we can start exploring. And we want to dump all the pemmican in there as well. So change crew. Crew is Josh. And then in terms of skills, Josh also has all the research stuff. Now, Joshua does have a lot of skills, and the food is not great. The morale is not going to be great. I'm kind of hoping that the brain machine will be enough to keep him from going insane. I guess we'll see. It would help if we unpaused. I'm excited. We're actually going to do some space travel. It's been ages. And it's literally just to grab some artifacts, I think. You guys remember when I did the artifact speedrun challenge from Willow? I think it took us like 3 streams to get an artifact from space when we were trying to speedrun it. I know someone managed to do it in like 20 cycles. I don't know how. It was the same seed and everything. Right, so this is allow manual use, and specifically, pemmican. Pemmican's going in here. Also, oxalite. Sublimated. Oxalite is going in here. And plastic as well. There you go. Oop, there's the meteors. Right, let's have a look at this. So, it looks like the meteors are indeed not melting because we're actively cooling the nectar. Good. Yeah. That's what we like to see, because before the oxygen was too hot. Now it's all actively cooled. The liquid is actively cooled, so it's not going to cause any issues. Can we get a shot of like a big... Wow, they're all just clown carring in there. That's very funny. Can we get a shot of them bringing the thing in there? Oh, we need oxalite to go in here as well. You only need 450 kilograms. Yeah, that's fine. I forget how efficient oxalite actually is as a solid fuel. Oh, we could put fertilizer in here. No, no, no. Let's put fertilizer in here. It's overheating now. They're all overheating. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Because the nectar is getting pushed up one tile, but it's not getting pushed up two because the meteors aren't that big. Maybe some mass is getting deleted, but I think generally it's not getting deleted. Oh, look, some of it's coming down here. That's not good. I guess it just went through the door while it was open. That's just bad luck, to be honest. Right, Uglavisk. What's up? More woes. More woes regarding melting buildings. We probably need to dig as well so we can get out this way. "94 tiles. You're now building the cartographic module. Nice, nice. I haven't used this in a while. But we'll send our friend Joshua up there. Is Joshua the radiation eater? I don't think Joshua's a radiation eater. I don't think we ever printed a radiation eater. Anyone want to rename the rocket? The old Survey Jupiter 11. What a name. I guess because we've only got one artifact transport module and we can't actually fit another one on because we wanted to be high enough away from all of this stuff. We could have lowered it. We could have lowered it by one tile and it wouldn't make any practical difference now, would it? Oh wow, look, all the snow is building up in here. You're all trapped. You're all trapped, you fools. Absolute morons. Yeah, this is still bugged. This has to be bugged, right? We're definitely not generating 7 kilojoules of power from a hydrogen generator. It's not happening. William! There we go. Thank you, Carmike. Right, Squilliam the Conqueror. Does that fit? It does fit. Excellent, there you go. Bleachstone only used for geotuning, right? Only used for one. Hot tubs, hand sanitizers. Some people like to use hand sanitizers because they, Why are you disabling this? Oh. Some people... What? Review launch checklist for more information. Okay, whatever. Some people like to use hand sanitizers because you don't have to pump liquids into them. It's just a solid solution for germ removal. I don't really bother with that. Yeah, geotuning is the main use, yeah. Oh, and water weeds. If you're growing water weeds for lettuce domestically, you need stone. But, yeah. This looks very fancy, doesn't it, with the screen? Sadly, you'll never see a duplicate actually get in here and look at stuff with the rocket. I love how, like, relatively constrained the rocket looks, apart from this massive wedge in the middle. Can I also lower this a little bit? No. Interesting. Right, this is looking mostly finished. Let's turn that off. Because we want to make sure this actually fills up with gas. We've got some broken polymer presses now, that's fine. So, change material. You can make this one out of steel. I don't really care that much about the other ones. Finished my fog farm. Oh, your dark fog. Okay, that makes more sense. Wow, you've actually got a lot of pipe to build. I think you finished building most of the gas pipe, right? There you go. Hello, fish guy. Hello, Tredsk. Yes, we are setting up a rocket. We are pretty much finished with this run. The rust melter has been working pretty well, all things considered. We're almost out of snow. How is that possible? I guess all of our snow tiles are melted. We melted all the random snow on the map. Yeah, so our rust melter's worked. We've dumped a large amount of rust in it. The duplicates currently have better things to do, but this does work pretty well. Do you have any opinion about Sweepy as auto-farming setup? Yes, I don't mind Sweepies. I was thinking about using Sweepies for the sleepweeds up here. It makes sense when you have large chambers, large, wide chambers that are only too high. Put a Sweepy dock at the end and just have a Sweepy handle it all. We haven't done that this time, but it's not the worst idea in the world. Right, I'm speed 2ing it now. I'm going to speed 2 it, and I'm going to go to loot, and I'll be right back. So, what should I do? Should I just zoom out? Yeah, here you go. I'll zoom out on that today, but I'll see you in a minute. Alrighty, I'm back. Oh, nobody's died, right? No. I've just got a concerning amount of building melted notifications. Is this just the case where we've just run out of igneous rock that's convenient for building stuff with? Okay, we've dumped oxalite in here, that's good. Oxygen's at pressure. We've dumped the pemmican in here. We have 200,000 calories of pemmican that we made from all the spigot seals. That was a big reason why we actually did the spigot seal farming in the end. Because we wanted to make sure that we had space food. Wow, we had a lot more of the pemmican than I thought we would. It doesn't go off. And it's standard quality, so it gives 4 morale. Meat and tallow pounded into a calorie-dense brick with an exceptionally long shelf life. By exceptionally long, they mean forever. Good. And this doesn't have to run continuously. But we do want to dump some plastic in here. So how about we actually stop dumping the other stuff in here? There you go. You can have the big lump of oxalate on the floor now. That's okay. So what, now we're just building all the pipe, right? Oh, the spigot seals have escaped, look! They've all escaped! No! Oh, that's fine. I'll allow that. Yeah, the tallow for pemmican, I think is actually a pretty good use case. I've changed my mind completely about spigot seals. I almost feel like we should have set these up before the floxes and the mammoths. Because having the tallow for non-spoilable food seems pretty important. Having the ethanol, the cold ethanol, is a great way to get into your mammoth ranching as well. And if you need it for power, then you need it for power. I've changed my mind on these guys a lot. What's wrong with you? Illumination. Illumination. It's just trunk health. Oh, they just haven't fertilized these. Are we actually running out of snow? Is that what's happening? Right, speed 2. You guys no longer need to be on speed 1. We just need to get it done. So what's even left? Let's actually look at the... We got long commutes. Construction supply. Look! Pondering is really far down on the list now. It used to be like number 1. But now it's really low. I mean, we haven't been queuing up a huge amount of errands. But they have still got some errands. So that pondering time is basically gone. Let's keep looking through here. I want to see which cycle it starts appearing again. Because we've had it on speed 2 and speed 3 a few times. My only question is, have the dupes... Is it recording it properly? I think it is. The cycle 761, there's a bit more pondering. Still not a lot. Yeah, I'm pretty happy, honestly. I think this is actual evidence that whatever the devs have done to update the performance has worked. Because it's probably saving a good 2-3% of their day. Excellent. And now I guess we're just waiting for them to build all this pipe. Right, and last but not least, can you please dump a small amount of ethanol in here? Just a very small amount. May, there's some ethanol right here, please. You can sweep this all up here as well. Right, there we go. There we go, it's done. Now we should actually have a vacuum here. And this should stop transferring any heat over. And I think generally it's worked. It looks like she's zapping it. Oh wow, look, she zapped the spigot seal from all the way over there. That looks like a bug of some kind, surely. Oh, this is good. I've got to actually get used to running it on speed 2 now, for moments like this, where we're just waiting around. Right, there's more rocket here. Look, I'm just going to get you. I'm just going to get you to dig this rock. Because that's nice and convenient for you to access. Like, same with this bit here. And then that should help you build things a bit faster. Same with this bit here. Same with all of this. Same with all of this. The last 15 cycles, I doubled my average morale from 24 to 48.50 with food and soda fountain. Yeah, it's super important. Like, food is, like, the most important thing you can do for morale. By far. If you can make advanced food, that's, like, up to 16 extra morale. I really hope that's going to speed this up. You can actually get over here. And we're getting plants have died again. Hold on. What happened here? The joint plate just get destroyed. That melts somehow. We got some liquid naphtha down here that looks awfully suspicious. Okay. Here you go. We've melted grey area. No! I'll try to dig into the magma biome for thermal energy. After fatal success, I'll just start a new colony. Yes, have fun. Right, please tell me that you're actually digging up that little bit of rock. That's going to help you a lot. In fact, actually, you know what? Dig this as well. Yeah, dig it like that. That should be enough rock for you to make all this pipe from, right? I'm going to set this as priority 8 as well. Because I want you to get the space stuff finished first. Because that's literally the main thing I want to do now. We have one lonely plinth. I believe. Yeah, this one. We gotta get an artifact, and then we're done. Spigot seals do we have now? 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Wow, we're actually full of spigot seals. Hooray! And they're all happy. Wow, so we're probably gonna get a lot of ethanol in here now, right? We've got a lot of random bottles as well. Perhaps I'll put some bottle empties in here. We can just dump bottles of ethanol in here. Because all this, so what's happening as well, right? All of this cold ethanol is going into the base, and it's feeding the plume squashes. So now these don't require cooling as much because the ethanol that's going into them is actually cool, which is nice. And that also means that the ethanol distillers don't actually have to run, which means we're getting a load of extra wood. Yeah, now we've got a load of extra wood from the floxes. So we can use that for making other things. To transfer heat, I want window tiles, optimally diamond. I don't have much. Yeah, window tiles made of diamond are great because they won't melt in contact with magma. Mechanized doors, automation, you want those to be made out of steel if they're contacting anything that contacts magma, so that it doesn't melt. Aquatuna, steam turbines, and water. Yes, I do have a video about how to handle volcanoes. I have 2 videos about how to handle volcanoes, actually. One for extracting rock as quickly as possible, and one for extracting power gradually. So it's probably that second one you're interested in. Oh no, you've actually... We're letting out all the oxygen. No. This is a yellow alert. What happened here? I'm going to be honest. I don't feel like you guys are building this pipe as enthusiastically as you normally do. Now, this segment here, can we even reach this? I kind of doubt it. So I'm going to tell you to build a ladder here too. Yeah, there you go. You watched 3 already? You still have no idea how they work. Fair enough. I haven't done a video about like extracting geothermal power. It's a similar principle. Oh, are you dumping all the plastic in here now? How much plastic do we have in here now? Let's actually make a resource list in here. So we want some very specific things on this list. We want plastic, pemmican. Where's pemmican? Well, we don't need pemmican. I think we just want plastic and oxalate on here. Yeah, there we go. You know how to do a volcano-ish, but harder with magma biome? Yeah, I suppose. That's fair enough. Right, I think that's enough plastic in here. Let's actually turn this off. You have a cool steam vent left to tame? Nice, nice. My favorite build for that is the Luma Plays build, because he manages to trick the steam turbines into working with the cool steam. It's very powerful. Here we go. Excellent fruit. That's space food as well, but the morale is lower, so I don't think I'll bother prioritizing that for space. Remove that ice. Right, it looks like you built all of that pipe. That's good. So now, it shouldn't be long before you built all of this, right? We prioritize digging this as well. This is going to be a shorter stream, by the way, today, because basically I just want to launch the rocket and grab the artifact, and then I think I'm ready to finish. But it's been good. I think we've done pretty well on this. Right, you need to dig this as well. That needs to be yellow alert. And I'll be very interested to see how fast track works. Oh, I tried to get the maps not included. I wanted to start generating seeds for that, but I couldn't quite get it to work. Has anyone actually installed that mod and used it to contribute seeds? So I'd quite like to do that. No, come back. You need to seal the oxygen. We're letting all the oxygen out of the map. It's very bad. Also, we need to replace this. Yep. We need to replace this. Well, need is a strong word. You can do this when you feel like it. We're almost up to 100 tons of plastic. Hooray. Are they actually able to get out? I feel like they're not actually going out very much. Oh no, here they are. Time to go and watch Stephen Cool Steambed taming because I have no idea how to tame it. I have a video on how to condense cool steam using a thermo aqua tuner. It's not the most efficient way of doing it, but it is fairly straightforward, and it will get you the water out. It doesn't use that much power. That was a funny case, because it was basically a video where I wasn't really sure about making a video, because I think Luma Plays build is just technically the best one. But everyone wanted me to discuss how to use a thermo aqua tuner to condense it, so I was like, okay, I'll cover what to do, and the pros and cons of that in the video. Oh wow, you're all overheating now? Interesting. I feel like there's enough liquid here now. We could just set up metal tiles, and that would actually work pretty well for this. Yeah, because there's no way this liquid is at that temperature. Yeah, I think we're actually just going to do that. So let's see. You can make that out of gold. I believe that's a volcano erupting. I don't really care about that anymore. It's kind of wild. They don't actually care about the volcano melting anymore. Also, I just like how I have to, when I click on the alert, it goes to the geotuner. I know that's literally why I set it up. It means I can't see it exploding over here. We haven't broken it, though. Here comes some more rust. Yeah, you can see it gets preheated quite well now. We will explode this shortly. Use for power with geotuning. Yeah, often I just like to put a cool steam vent, build the industrial sauna around the cool steam vent, and then geotune it, and then it doesn't matter if it gets missed occasionally, if there's other stuff heating it up. That's what I like to do. Right, what's the loot we got here? They are actually doing this pipe now, that's good. And more good loot. We got the planter box, we already have that one. That's fine. Right, we built all these ladders, that's good. Wow, we've got, like, we've almost filled up these liquid reservoirs already. Well, the spigot seals have been a resounding success. I didn't think we were going to be as successful as we actually were with the spigot seals. And we're probably going to start accumulating loads of excess babies. Alright. Yeah, look! This is all full of eggs now. Holy crap, this is full of eggs now. We're cracking all these eggs. If we crack the eggs, then we get the egg, and then we can turn them into food. Watch my video geotuning tier list. Yes, I'm really glad I made that video. That seems to be like the most popular video on the channel, and I definitely feel like it's a subject that hasn't been covered very well. And I know I haven't covered everything in this game because I'm monumentally slow at it, but the geotuner I think is one thing that I have got a good understanding of now. The main thing I learned since doing that video was the machine consumes power and material only during the eruptions. So, erupting geysers that are more spiky are much more power efficient as well as material efficient. And that's important when you'll say geotuning a hydrogen vent. If the hydrogen vent has a shorter but stronger output, it makes more sense to geotune that with Abyssite from a power point of view, because you're not spending so much power on the geotuners to actually get your power out. But if it's a very low constant eruptor, you don't really want to geotune it as much. It's a pretty good rule to follow. Right, you're pretty close to being done on it. You're also building all these metal tiles. I think we probably don't actually need to replace these with steel. I think this will be fine. This will just heat up all the water instead. And then I think we'll just deconstruct these ones. Yeah, and technically the most effective one is cool salt as it's bleach so positive. Yes, and that positivity depends very much on the spikiness of that geyser. So if that geyser is erupting a lot over a short period of time, you're going to get a lot more bleach stone out of it than you put in. But if it's a constant low eruptor, then you might not actually make a profit on it. The eruption schedule is the determining factor in whether it's profitable or not. Saltwater geysers usually aren't profitable unless they're really high throughput, but it does help offset the cost, and you get more water out of it, so it's probably still worth doing. Like, we've not run out of bleach stone at any point, geotuning the saltwater vent, somehow. I kind of thought we were going to at some point, but I guess it's just worked out that way. The dupes are very busy these days. I actually think this colony... So, here's the funny thing, right? Now that the devs have actually updated the performance so the dupes aren't pondering as much, we have the excess food, we have the excess oxygen. If I was going to continue this run, now I actually would increase the dupe count of this asteroid to like 50 dupes. Because there's so many ranches now and other things for them to do, that I kind of need the extra manpower. Because they're not pondering, it makes a huge difference. Their throughput. That's probably the main impact, actually, of the update on this. On this save. How interesting. I mean, you can kind of just see how much more efficient they are standing around. Because before, if I did this on speed 2, they'd lag around for ages. I still don't think I'm going to speed 3 it, because the liquids and the packets start to move around a bit weirdly at that point. But speed 2 is definitely achievable now for a classic style run. Without caveats. Although I'm not sure what you're doing. Oh, you don't need to do this. You don't need to do this anymore. 45 that. Prioritize other ranching errands. You're just tying up random seals. Does this give you ranching experience? We have enough seals now, that's not really an issue. Right, did you grab all of the rock from over here? Then more rock to grab. There's a little bit more, not a lot. There's some over here. This has all helped, though. Actually, some iron in here as well. And then I can grab that as well. I can grab this. I think I can just grab this without any issues. Maybe you're going to watch steam vent taming? Have fun. I did a video on hot steam vents as well. That was an interesting case. Oh, they're getting up here now. They're almost done. So what? Is this pipe actually full of stuff now? Is this pipe filling up with water? Haven't you built all the bridges? No, because the friggin' sleepweeds are eating it all. Okay. That's fine. We don't need a huge amount of water in there. We just need some. The petroleum is making its way up the pipe. This petroleum is nice and cool because it's not in an insulated pipe. Right, I reckon it'll be next cycle we get to launch this thing. Also, we've done it. We've got over 100 tons of plastic now. That means that we can make 1,000 plastic tiles in a big square, like a big 30 by 30 square of plastic tiles. Doesn't that sound fun? It's like, well, it's like this big. That's how many plastic tiles we could make. Feels mildly underwhelming after I put it like that. Yes, we need more plastic. We need more polymer presses, then, clearly. Right, I'm going to remake these out of aluminium now that we fixed the issue. There you go. Yeah, these are all down to normal temperatures again now. They're contacted with the liquid. That really helped. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited that we can run it on speed 2 now. This is going to really speed up a lot of things. Because I know this playthrough has been a bit on the slower side, like just in terms of everything being speed 1. Less cycles per stream. And I'm quite excited to get that up because that increases the chance that we're actually going to get to late game content before some update comes out and makes me want to restart again. You just grabbing all the random rock from here? Why? The dupe's dropping rock? That shouldn't be happening. Yeah, these are all going to be fine now. Right, and do the same over here. Just remake these out of aluminium because that's not going to matter. That's not going to matter anymore. These plants have stopped working. They've all gotten too hot. Oh, has all this water disappeared? Not all of it. We're fine. We're going to get a lot of spigot seals running around here. We have 50 eggs in here. The rest of the eggs, I think, are going to still be here. We also have 953 bonbon tree seeds here. That's so many seeds for Pakus. Alright, Nails, I believe in you. Get it done. Get it done. Fill it with petroleum. Oh, let's turn off the overlays on the pipes. That would help me actually understand things a bit better, wouldn't it? You're so close. You had just one segment left to do. Right, can I just yellow alert you now? I'm going to yellow alert you now. I'm quite keen to get this rocket launched. I'm abusing my powers. Now, how much of this plastic are we actually going to melt with launching a petroleum rocket? Probably quite a lot, right? I didn't actually think we would get this far on this save. Because we actually died the first time we did Frosty Planet. We died because there was so much CO2, all our dupes were suffocating trying to do anything. I thought we were going to have similar issues here. We actually managed to work around it. Okay, guys, why are you taking so long? Is this Biobots? No, it's Squillium. We have a dupe called Squillium, and we have a rocket called Squillium. I guess this is Squillium with a capital S. I feel like you're not doing this fast enough. Where are you? This is the problem with yellow alerts. If I'm going to be honest. They need to fix this. Petroleum! Let's go! Then one more pipe up here. Filling up. This needs to get filled as well. Rowan's on his way. Yeah, I guess the rock is somewhat far away at this point. The brine vent is erupting again? That's nice. That means our oil refinery is running again. No, not our oil refinery, the other one. The metal refinery. Cycle 777. Nice. Yeah, you're running a little bit again. That's good. More irons coming out of here. Yeah, these are starting to get hot. They're still not that hot, but it's better than nothing. Alright, we done? I think we're done. Curative tablets for all the food poisoning dupes. We never did bother with the food poisoning at all. It's very funny. It's blue. Blue and it's green. Okay, this is a good sign. Right, view interior. We got plastic, we got oxalite, we got pemmican. Right. Okay. Through. Destination. the satellite. And we'll come out of here. Yep, look, it's all dusted. It's all emitting smoke and little bubbles. All ready to go. Begin launch sequence. There's Joshua. Right, let's save it. We're gonna do the rocket launch. The first rocket launch of Blasted Ceres. 777 cycles in. Can you believe it? Here we go. How much of this plastic's gonna melt? Do you want to tell me? Right, we gotta get the thumbnail shot as well. Is the thumbnail shot gonna be of all the plastic melting? I hope it is. Yeah! That's a lot of hot carbon dioxide coming off of that. And it doesn't look like it's melting yet. Plastic is an insulator that may have helped us. Okay, good! Good. Yay! Achievement! Look, see, the CO2 is so hot, but the plastic's absorbing hardly any of the heat. So this is actually safe. We did it! We launched a rocket. So you've got unpermitted food, so consumables. So Joshua, you specifically are allowed to eat pemmican. And then you also need to make a load of databanks. So each databank requires only 5 kilograms of plastic. So we brought enough plastic for about 400 databanks. That's good. Maybe this will be the thumbnail. Because we haven't had a space thumbnail in a while. Also, we should get him out of his suit. There you go. We never do fit a suit terminal in these. I'm very happy about this. Now, what actually is your piloting skill? It's probably not very high, because you've not had a lot of practice. He's doing the butt wiggle. Got piloting 8. Maximum aptitude is doing a lot of work. But look how little of a benefit piloting skill actually has on your rocket speed. Each point of attribute is worth 2.5% rocket speed. That's pathetic. Would it be that unbalanced if it was double that? I don't know. This looks like a very convoluted way of making databanks. He's got popped eardrums? Wait, why? What? Why is this off-gassing? Oh, there's a little bit of CO2 that's hanging out. Oh, that's why we dump it in here. Hold on. He doesn't get popped eardrums. Because if he's got popped eardrums and low morale, then that's really bad. We need to set this to sweep only. Yeah, that's what we're supposed to do. Set it to sweep only, and then sweep this. Or actually, I'll tell you what, just move it here. Then turn this off. Because otherwise it's going to overpressurize. Well, you'll actually get through this fairly quickly. The duplicate breeds 0.1 kilograms per second. But yes, your stress is going up. Because your morale is going to be low. You've got maximum aptitude to cancel that out. But the popped eardrums isn't going to help. But you should still be fine because of maximum aptitude. And this is why the brain machine is so important. Because it means you don't have to worry about de-skilling your dupes when they're on rockets like this. And then it's going to take you 1 cycle to get there. Right, speed 3. We're done. We're just going to wait for the rocket to come back. What are we going to do in the meantime? Melt some more snow tiles, I guess. I think everything else is in order, to be honest. Oh, is this pipe broken? Really? Why would the pipe break here? Biobots delivering rust. I think we're getting more pondering on speed 3, so let's go back to speed 2. But, on the other hand, I also don't think it really matters at this point. Also, look at how quickly the rust is actually melting here. It's melting pretty much immediately now. And it's also cooling down this liquid iron here, so that's good. Hooray! So, while we're waiting for the rocket, let's talk about what we would do if we were continuing. If we were going to continue. And we can continue in the future. So, what would we do? We would probably go and set up more metal volcanoes on the other asteroids. Now that we're not actually using the ethanol from the wood, from the floxes, we could probably do something involving phosphorite and then hook these metal volcanoes up to get geotuned. But we have enough refined metal, so I think it literally would be a case of going and settling the other asteroids and grabbing the resources. Now, we actually decided against settling on the metallic swampy asteroid. A, because we've done that before, and B, because there's not a lot here that we actually need. There's some critters. We could do more stuff with critters, for sure, but none of it's actually strictly necessary. There's a natural gas geyser. We have plenty of natural gas. This is what I mean. There's nothing here that we actually need. We have plenty of water. So it probably would be a case of where we just go and hunt all of the spaced out traits. But I kind of want to do that on a new save. I think we've successfully conquered the challenge here. We've learned all the new mechanics. We've found some pros. We found some cons. We've got some different ideas of what to do next time. We've explored a lot of new technology. We've explored the geothermal heat pump. Maybe next time we find a geothermal heat pump, instead of using it for power, even though this definitely seems like the most efficient thing to do. Instead of using it for power, we use it for making advanced materials. Just to see if we can, for the challenge. Of all the impurities. We've made a rust melter, and we've learned how that works. Actually, remarkably simple. It doesn't need to be anywhere near this big, realistically. So we'll probably make this much smaller in future. Probably about this size. But we had all this space here between these bits, so I wanted to fit everything in here. What else did we learn? What else did we learn this time? We learned about alveoveras and mechanizing those. That Sandbox Showcase video will come out soon as well. I was waiting for the update to come out because I was going to talk about efficient ways of making ice for these guys. And I think now I'm fairly confident in doing that video, so that should come out soon, hopefully. We have actually used ethanol, which does not happen very often. But I think there's still plenty more to explore with ethanol. And the carbon dioxide side of things. We've kind of used as much as necessary in this run, but we haven't really fully explored it, I don't think. And then mercury, we've discovered the use of mercury with the lamps. We've discovered how to automate this to be as efficient as possible, empowering solar panels. We figured out what to do with spigot seals as well, although I think the main conclusion from that is we're just going to set it up inside the base. And the ranch layout, I think the general principle of the ranch layout is fine, but there's definitely some tweaks we could do to improve it. There's been a few cases where we haven't actually lined up stuff properly for conveyor receptacles and auto-sweeping. So that's all stuff I want to fix, but I'm generally pretty happy with that. And I think those are the main conclusions. Geotuning the brine guys went pretty well, but we've done that in other runs. But yeah, I think those are also pretty valuable conclusions. Right, where's the rocket? Rocket is 1 minute away. You got an idea of how it works? What are you thinking? Abandoned ship. Piss. What? Oh, hold on. We didn't fill up the water pipe. We didn't fill up the water pipe. Why? Why not? I made that mistake before as well. I bet there's just a pipe segment I didn't connect. No, it's not the pipe segment. It's literally just we didn't get any water because the sleep weeds were eating it all. That's very funny. I think I need to set this pipe up somewhere different then, don't I? Let's just send it here then. We'll forget about that. Oh, and he's got loads of radiation sickness as well. Fun, fun. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Thanks for
Shen!
the raid.
Stretch. Yes, I'll stretch. Ugh. That's a quick point redemption. Hello, Gisp. How are you doing? How have you been, Shen? Watake! I love watching you play Tropico. I have you on in the background a lot. And hydrate, yes. We've been hydrating. We've got some cream soda here. Don't you worry. We've got Joshua. We've actually launched a rocket, which we don't tend to do. But we've actually found the artifact. We're going to send it back now. So send the rocket back home. Basically, we finished our rust melter. So we have set up a big conveyor down here where we're dumping all of the cold rust from the map on conveyor rails. This is running through these diamond squares, and then once it runs through here and preheats off of all of the iron, it gets dumped in here to this block, which is actually directly connected to the volcano. Hello there, Gisp. Christopher Mino, Gathan? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, this rust gets melted in here through direct contact with the volcano by this heat. And then it melts into a liquid, and then it condenses against the incoming rust. And then we pick up the iron, we run it all the way back here. And now we're actually making loads and loads of iron, which means we can make loads and loads of steel. That's really good. You pump cool slush and cool salt with spawn hydro, overflow hydro. Nice. That's good. What's overheating? All of our polymer presses are overheating because of stuff involving liquids. I think I need to put temperature plates down here as well. Let's do this. We're producing a ton of plastic now that we're boiling all of our petroleum with the volcano instead of with an oil refinery. It's so much more efficient. But yeah, we'll put the temperature plates here. That should help. Yes, hope you're doing well, Shen. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Ariza Gaming. I'm a fish slash oxygen not included enthusiast. We do play some other games occasionally, but it's mostly oxygen not included. Shen requested bad puns. Went to the doctor with a suspicious looking mole. He said they all look that way and I should have left them in the garden. That's a good one. I haven't heard that one before. Nice. But yeah, we're doing well. But this is funny. This is actually the last stream we're going to do of this colony. We've been here for 780 cycles-ish on Blasted Ceres, where we have a very cold asteroid full of snow up here, and then vacuum, and then a hot asteroid full of magma and oil. And I think we've tamed all of that. How do we play fish? There is a channel point redemption for enabling fish cam, and then you can do stuff like this. Ooh, I'm a fish. But yes, there's fish. And then you can zoom out. There I am as well. Oh, hold on. There we go. Hello. Send that back to fish for now. Yes, that's how that works. But yes, what we're going to do, we were just collecting one artifact because we had a single pedestal that we had yet to fill with an artifact. We got all of the artifacts from the story traits on the asteroid. And we built one extra, so now we're grabbing one from space as well. And then, because it's funny to me, we're going to detonate the magma storage. Because what we've done is we've used gases, we've stacked them up in such a way that the magma flows down here, but it can't flow back out. And that means that we've got around, I don't know, like 70 to 100 tons of magma per tile. So if we destroy something, it's all just going to overflow with magma. In fact, I'm pretty sure if we destroyed one of these doors, the magma would push all the way back up here. I think that would happen. Shall we investigate? We'll investigate that shortly. The rocket is on its way. It's going to be about another day. So we're playing on speed 2 for now. We could do a tour of everything. The petroleum boiler appears to have broken very slightly. What is happening here is we're pumping crude oil in this pipe here. It's going up to the top, and then it's getting heated by the volcano heat spike into petroleum, where it boils at like 403 degrees C. And then that petroleum counterflows back down here, and it heats the crude oil up while cooling the petroleum, so it's cold enough that we can actually pump it. Now, the issue is... this is more petroleum than I remember having. Why is there so much petroleum here? I think there was a time where we weren't actually pumping it continuously because not all of our petroleum boilers were working. So it's all backed up in here. Is that why we've been having the issue? I don't think it is. I think it's literally just gotten to the point where it's actually overheating over here somehow. It's weird. Well, I'm going to ignore that because we're practically finished with this run. But we've done a lot of interesting industry that we don't normally do. The quirk of this asteroid is that there's a geothermal heat pump at the bottom. Who's made a mess? Oh god, yes, on the rocket. We did not fill the toilet with water on the rocket. That's a pro tip. Fill the toilet with water. So you've just been peeing in here for now. And that means we've probably got some polluted oxygen in here as well. No, we don't, because we actually had too much oxygen in here, off gas. Oh, whatever. He's fine. He's been making lots of data banks. Let's actually put data banks in here as well. Hello, Uglavisk. Hope you're doing well. I will hydrate in a sec. Let's just put data banks on here. Industrial ingredients. We made 37. This is how we would get the rest of the data banks for the rest of our researches. We've researched most of the technologies, but there's still a few. There's the bigger petroleum engine. There's drill cones. Advanced space travel related stuff. The monument for completing the Home Sweet Home achievement. I'm not overly fussed about that. We've done that before. It's a victory condition. The geothermal heat pump as well. Getting that online was also actually a victory condition, technically. Like, if we go in the... There. If we go in the colony summary, you have some imperatives up here, which are like the win conditions. And we've done this one, which was literally get the geothermal heat plant working. But I think it's a lot easier than these other ones, so I'm kind of not counting it. We've done this one before, which is about building the monument, which requires all the technology and a load of different resources. There's this one, which is establish colonies of 5 different asteroids and then open the temporal tear. This is one that we still haven't gotten that we need to get. We got it in the base game, but we didn't get it in Spaced Out, so we've got to do that. And then Cosmic Archaeology is find 10 different terrestrial and space artifacts and uncover them. So exploring the whole star map, which we have not done either. This is all going to be the goal in the next playthrough. Because the goal of this playthrough was to look at all the DLC content, and we've done that. Yeah, we've done that. We've looked at all of the Frosty Planet Pack stuff. And now... Oh god, he's crying. He's stressed. He's going to have an ugly cry. Actually, that's fine, because ugly crying doesn't do it. He's got low morale. He's got popped eardrums. He's got soggy feet. He's really been put through the ringer. But we'll land him again. He'll be fine. We're normally a little bit more careful with the rockets, but we're being a bit gung-ho because we know we're not going back to this for a while. Now, what's going on with the gases over here? We've let some carbon dioxide down here somehow. I'm wondering how this has even happened. There's something... I think we had some sucrose down here that may have boiled into carbon dioxide. Because this room is completely gas sealed. There should be none of that in here. And this geyser over here is also completely sealed by this oil. It's a U-bend. There's literally no way that the the gas can get out of here, or in here, which is a relief, because there's hundreds of kilograms of steam per tile in here. Our oil wells, I'll tell you what, we needed to double wall these oil wells. This is a lesson we've learned, because the insulated tiles do not block enough heat transfer when there's gases involved. They're good for liquids, and they're good for solids, but if there's gases involved, you have to double wall them. And as a result, we've ended up with a load of steam in here. But it's still working, apparently, so I'm not that bothered. Yeah, you're all exploding now. Why are you all exploding now? Do I need to set you to a lower temperature? Is that what I need to do? Set you to like 403. Very weird that this is all exploding now. Is it because we're only pumping in small quantities of oil? Is that it? Is some of it bursting out, but not all of it? It may just be that the oil supply was interrupted. Maybe if the oil supply is interrupted, then it breaks. Well, whatever. These things are fiddly. I think there was a suggestion about putting a lip on this to make sure that the heat from this doesn't actually conduct over here. We'll probably follow that next time. Right, Rocket is 0.2 cycles away. But yeah, look, you can see all the rust coming in and the iron coming out. If we actually look at the temperature of this heat exchanger, you can see the temperature in here is now actually getting quite hot. So most of the heat is coming from preheating the rust with the iron, rather than heating it directly from the volcano. So this giant heat exchanger is vastly improving our efficiency. And that means we're draining as little heat out of the magma as possible, which means that the temperature of the magma is actually increasing because it's hotter coming from the volcano. However, the volcano is now dormant, so we're not going to get any more hot magma for a while. The magma from outside is relatively cool, but it's still hot enough to melt us, so it's no huge issue. But this has been a big success. This is, well, we made a couple of petroleum boilers on stream. This is probably the worst petroleum boiler I made on stream, but it is still functioning technically, so it's better than no petroleum boiler. This has all been a huge success. This is so much steam power from the heat pump. We're literally just closed cycling water in here and using it to boil all of our geysers. This thing is too powerful, frankly. Yes, you've got to dig to the bottom of the asteroid through vacuum, through magma to find it, but that's all possible. And once you do that, it's just free power. Like, there's literally no requirement, because all the water we've input is on a closed loop. The net water balance is 0. We're not consuming... Well, we're consuming a little bit of water. Some of it's getting turned into solid impurities, but it's so little of it that it doesn't matter, and we're actually using all of the impurities in our base. Like, we're using the salt, we're using the rust, so it's all good. None of the material is being wasted. And it's so much power. There's enough power from these steam turbines to run the entire base with everything.
Thanks for the follow.
Wait. Who's causing issues? Oh, Joshua's landed. Hooray, Joshua's landed. So that means we've got the artifact. So where's the artifact? It's here. An office mug. An office mug. So that means you need to scan the office mug. Thank you very much for the follow. ZeroMan69. Hope you enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. Whiskers sends her regards. Where's Whiskers? Whiskers is at the front today. Hold on. Right. Get me out of here. Whiskers is here. She's having a loachy lurch at the moment, but she does send her regards. Right. We need to... Oh, did we remove the artifact analysis station? I don't think we did. Oh, I think we did. Okay. I think we need to put this back in. So, stations... artifact analysis. Yes, there were some farms here for a while, but we removed them all. Also, this is all covered in crap. I need to move all of this. Can I just get you guys to come in here and sweep this? Is it just me? Or do the Mammoths talk more now? Do they make Mammoth-y noises? Or am I hearing things? It sounds like they're occasionally saying things. I think I may have actually gone off the deep end. But yeah, get these liquids out of here, otherwise this is going to complain about being flooded. And then we can scan the office mug. Don't we already have an office mug? It's mildly underwhelming. No, we have the DNA, we have the robot, we have the toolbox, we have the plane, we have the collar, and we have the giant poop. And those are all from the story traits. These guys are all drinking soda and coffee made from their own piss, which we did not actually filter. So that's why everyone in the colony is getting food poisoning. They do not know the difference. They do not care. Right. Good to see you're done with that. Yeah, Lindsay, build this. We'll get this office mug scanned. We'll get it put in its rightful place. And then we will detonate the volcano storage. And, well, what I'll do is I'll actually save it now. So this should be Friday 9. We could put a lamp in here as well, couldn't we? Let's actually just put a normal lamp in here. We could automate this, but I'm past caring at this point. This is the second longest run we've ever had in this game. And we can come back to it whenever we want. We're at a stage where everyone's surviving and there's no real burning issues. So we can continue this playthrough whenever we want. But it seems like a pretty good spot to park it, having done all of the things that we actually wanted to do. Right, so Ada, where are you? You're in the tube? No, you're here. Right, let's follow Ada. Now you're in the tube. Grab the office mug. The office mug is encased in neutronium at the moment. And neutronium is this material that is impossible for us to actually dig, but somehow this machine can remove it from artifacts with a chisel. Perhaps we need to figure out how to reverse engineer this technology. Right, you're done with that. So now who's going to do this? Dotterly. Dotterly is the only one qualified to actually look at this. Just leave that lamp plugged in, that's fine. There you, Dotterly. Okay, we'll just follow you for a little bit, that's fine. So we got a printing odd bit. Coal, another lot of coal, that's pretty nice. So here's Dotterly. Now Dotterly is going to go analyze the artifact. Also, we're getting about 7 frames per second because it's on speed 2. Normally we run it on speed 1, and it's a little smoother. But since the update this week, the calculations for the game are smoother on speed 2 than they were before. So now, there isn't actually as much of a penalty in the dupes' performance. They're still getting everything done at the same speed they would on speed 1. Now, you've got the lit workspace bonus because of the lamp. Yeah, look, they're chiseling away the mug, the neutronium from the mug. They've got the little brush as well. Oh wow, Joshua's still stressed. Show me Joshua. Clicky, clicky, click. Oh god, Okay, forget it. Forget it, game. Joshua's an ugly crier, it doesn't matter. Ugly criers don't do anything when they're stressed. Someone posted on YouTube, actually, that, in the duplicate tier list video I did about ugly criers and stress reactions, that ugly criers, oh, what was it? Banshees consume oxygen when they're yelling. Like, they consume it faster than normal. And ugly criers give people soggy feet when they walk past. Is that true? Because I've never noticed that, but I've not directly thought about it. Right, we've cleaned up the office mug, and now we have a data entry. an office mug with the Gravitas logo on it, though their office mugs were all emblazoned with the same logo. Gravitas colored their mugs differently to distinguish between their various departments. This is a lie. All of the office mugs in this game are that color. They had a very easy opportunity to make them all random colors, and they didn't. Honestly. Unforgivable. Right, let's put that there. And then we'll save the game. And then that will be where we actually park this run for the foreseeable future. We need to get Joshua sorted out somewhere. Steve and Hassan are in the pajamas because they're the resident sleepers. They don't actually do any work, they just sleep all day. Wow, even though he's got food poisoning, he's still going back for it. Yeah, they sleep all day, and that buffs the other duplicates because of the big sleep machine with the big brain. I'm going to yell at this, actually. Whatever. Oh, Joshua's on it. Okay. Oh, wow. Sweep up that water, please. I'm going to be honest. I'm looking forward to a run where the duplicates aren't going to be constantly running over... Where they aren't going to be constantly running over liquefiables. We have got to manage that better in the next run. So we've got to manage that better, and we've got to manage the pipe and wire spaghetti better. Because we can't do it like we've done on this asteroid again. This is silly. Yeah, he's very sad. But now he's got an office mug. And now everyone can drink the coffee out of the mug. Gothely is like, wow, he looks really upset. You're getting there. It's right here. You just gotta climb up here, around the bathrooms. Oh no, you're just washing your hands now? Fair enough. There you go! The office mug has been delivered. Totally behind Amelia. There it is. We did it. We collected an office mug from space. Right. So, let's save it. So, Blasted Ceres series... Been finished? Finished? Question mark? You can't put a question mark. Okay. There we go. We've done everything we wanted to in this save. We found the heat pump. We ranched all the critters. We used all the Frosty Planet Pack mechanics that I'm aware of. All the ones that I thought were actually interesting, at least. And now we're going to release the magma. Now, where are we going to release the magma? That's the next question. I was thinking of releasing it out of here. Like, let all the sour gas flood in. Let all the other gases flood out. So, we'll get them to just remove all this tile. And then the gases should burst out, and then all the magma should burst out. We could have it pile up over here, but that's kind of boring, because we've already seen the magma all slide down here. So we'll let it all explode out of here. And we'll see just how much damage this causes. It's probably just going to boil all of this oil into more sour gas, right? Right. Now, if we look at these tiles as well. So, these tiles here are already very hot because of the gas contact. So, removing the first layer should actually already cause some effects. The gas is heating up. There's a lot of gas, so it's not too bad. It won't be too bad until the seal breaks and the magma all gets released. Nails and Ada are having a lot of fun with this. Right, so the gas is still floating around up there. And as soon as the gas starts misbehaving, because currently it's stacked in a specific order which allows the magma to flow through. Now the magma is all pushing out. So now we're going to have fun. It might take a while to actually all pour out. But yeah, you can see the magma's all pouring in here. I believe it's just boiling all the water on top at first. I don't believe we're getting a huge amount... Okay, we're getting some sour gas coming out of this. Okay, quite a lot of sour gas. Okay, that's fine. This is not flowing that quickly. I think we could do better than this. Yeah, remove the door. We'll probably remove all of this as well. Yep. Very neat. Very neat release of magma here. Yep. We should start seeing a lot of this oil turn yellow. But I think it's actually just going straight to sour gas. Also, the Slickster is very confused as to what's actually going on. Okay, there we go. Now the magma's actually exploding outwards. That's what we want to see. It's melting all the ladders. Yep, that's good. Okay, yeah, now it's actually exploded. Good. I was getting worried it wasn't going to actually explode. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, that oil is all turning into petroleum and sour gas. The biobot is now trapped. He's made of steel. He'll be fine. But he's just very confused. We're going to flood out this way as well. Yeah, there's a lot of magma in here. It's going to keep exploding for a while. Yep. Is there any way we can get this to explode faster? Maybe if we remove all of these tiles. But we really pressurize this magma up. This is going to keep exploding. For ages. It's actually solidifying into tiles of rock here. Got some sand. It's from presumably what? Polluted water being boiled or dirt being boiled? This neutronium won't ever get destroyed. Also, we've still technically got an Escher fountain here, pouring the magma back around this way. Oh, look! The tiles are getting pressure damage now, because the magma's infiltrated in here. This means that the magma's also going to burst into the rust melter and remelt everything in here. It won't melt the diamond. It won't melt the... It might melt the ladders. It'll melt all this pipe work. There's still a lot of magma stored in here. Like... Probably about half of it has been... No, not even half of it. This is probably going to keep going like this for many cycles. I cannot emphasize enough how much magma we shoved in here. We shoved all of this magma in there. And the volcano has been erupting. We are getting lots of building melted notifications. Yeah, you don't get to see this every day. This game. So the power wire here is melted now, has it? Yeah, the power wire over here is melted. So the heat spike is turned on now. It's shut on because all the automation has been destroyed. So this is going to start overheating. We've got 280 tons per tile of 280 kilograms per tile of sour gas down here. Yeah, all this sour gas is going to continue exploding. The temperature up here is going crazy. So this, everything that's red is above 600 degrees C. So this is going to start melting everything over here as well. Like the transit tube is melting, and turning into, well, it's turning into naphtha, but I think it's going to turn into sour gas eventually. This water is all going to start boiling at some point. Yeah, obviously no one can actually get down here anymore. We clearly haven't killed any duplicates doing this, because no one actually managed to get down here. This is the only way they could get around here, and all the ladders melted pretty quickly. The pip that was over here is probably getting very confused. These pips, I think, will be fine, because there's this abyssalite shield here. Some of the magma is solidifying, but not a lot of it. These aren't huge tiles in terms of mass. We had 1 ton per tile of sour gas here. Yeah, because all this oil is boiling into sour gas. And now it's going to break through here in a minute. Let's actually speed to it now. Whatever. Whatever, we're literally just watching the magma explode. Nothing else matters now. It's always fun to end a run in a satisfying way. And this is a pretty satisfying way. Just endless torrent of magma. There's enough in here to continue for another 3 cycles. It's funny how all the gas keeps bubbling up from here. Whatever we have that's boiling away in here. We've got loads of liquid metal in here now as well. All the metal components melting. All the petroleum that's being shoved in this pipe is also very hot and is causing everything else to melt up here. Quite funny. Okay, the magma has started to breach into here. This gold has melted, though. I think these tiles are still going to get damaged. We've got some magma on top of here now. Nice, nice. Joshua is still very stressed. It's actually kind of concerning that he wasn't de-stressing somehow. Maybe it's because he's still eating the pemmican. Yeah, pretty healthy amount of sour gas over here now. This is all full of steam. This is like 1 ton per tile of steam over here because it can't get past whatever water's over here. I guess it's all boiling against this. Like there's still a temperature interface here where it's trying to conduct heat into the gas. What else we got down here? Yeah, it's just lots of rock. Obviously, this stuff is all broken. That's fine. The sour gas isn't pushing back into this chamber because this magma is cutting it off. That's okay. We've got a nice mix of magma and iron down here. I'm sure this is all going to start leaching over here as well. Basically, it's going to explode out here, and then all this is going to get shoved over there. These doors won't melt because they're made of steel. I don't think we're going to see that much difference because it's going to take a while for all of the heat to get conducted into this biome. The sour gas. I mean, it's kind of starting to get there, but it's going to have to like literally cook the material in this biome. Sand is going to cook it. The dirt is going to cook into sand at about 300 degrees. It's going to take a long time for it to get to that temperature. Oh look, the magma's burst in here now from above. Going to start filling this up. It's going to melt some of these conveyor rails. Yeah, because the conveyor rails were actually made of iron ore here. We didn't have enough steel to make the rail entirely out of steel. So now all that's melting. The magma is going to keep pouring in here because there's so much magma. Building has melted. A nice suspicious looking orange there. Sour gas alert. Okay, so our thing here has detected that some sour gas has crept up the petroleum boiler. This broke a while ago. Presumably because the oil pipe got cut off. Right? Surely. Yeah, oh, right. The oil's exploding in the pipe. Okay, that's what's happening. Yeah. There's oil exploding over here as well. So this whole area is filling with sour gas. And all of this stuff is now going to start conducting heat with itself. What else are we going to see? Looks like a lot of oil over here is just boiling in general. Yeah, it's just all the liquids boiling in the pipes and breaking. Like, it's probably just gonna empty the petroleum boiler now. Like, this storage is gonna empty. And then that's all gonna turn into sour gas. It's still full of so much magma, though. Like you can see the magma is actually pushing up here because of how pressurized it was. And then this is all boiled. Is anything broken over here? I think the liquid seal over here actually broke. There's supposed to be a liquid seal here, but I guess it's filled with a heavy gas now. But yeah, this means that all this gas is interacting temperature-wise with the magma biome as well, so that's going to be fun. This magma is all starting to cool down. A lot of that cooled down a while ago, though. Yep, this is all exploding, yep. Very, very concerning. We've got some molten iron over here now. Looks like some of the dirt is boiling into sand. Once one of these tiles boils, then all this sour gas is going to push into here and cook this entire area. It looks like some of the dirt is already cooked. I see I made it in time to see the carnage. Yes, you did. we just to summarize, actually, we made a rocket. We fixed the petroleum boiler. We fixed the metal refinery stuff. We fixed a few other problems with the base. And then we made a petroleum rocket. We launched it, and we had a look at the space artifact. I didn't actually do any cartography stuff. We could have done that. We probably will do it if we ever come back. I was saying how if we do come back to this run at some point, we will do a lot of space exploration. Obviously, we saved it before we destroyed all of the tiles associated with this, but look at all the bursty pipes. You normally have to see sandbox mode for this level of shenanigans. But this just shows how much magma was actually stored up in here. It's still not all gone. There's still a little bit left. Kind of just... Oh, look, all the steam's exploded out of here now. It's going to start cooking all this stuff. I mean, this stuff was already pretty hot, but... yeah. I think that's about it.
There we go.
I don't think we're going to see anything else. Treble Queen! You've joined us just in time for the very end. We've actually finished the run. So we built a petroleum rocket, we went into space and we grabbed an artifact. And the rust melter was all working and stuff. And then we decided, for science, we were going to explode the infinite storage on the magma and see what the effect was. And the effect was many, many tons of sour gas. A room full of magma and molten iron from the conveyor rails melting. There's more sour gas up here than there was before, that's for certain. What's happening over here? Shenanigans of some kind. It looks like... Oh, look! I think the lead tile is actually dripping. Like, oh yeah, look. The lead tile is flaking because it's getting too hot. And that's going to release all the zombie spores up here. So that's fun. Hope you're doing well, Beardless Dane. Potatoes are starch. That's a fun username. I like that. But yeah, this is a Blasted Ceres. So this asteroid has like a cold ring of snow around it at the start. We've mined all of that and built our base, and that's all working properly. And then underneath it, we have some vacuum, a magma biome, and then the geothermal heat pump, which produces a very large amount of heat. If you pump it in liquid, it pumps it out at 150 degrees hotter. And we've been using that to power our whole base. And yeah, it's all done. We explored all of the DLC content. We built all the ranches for the critters. I'm pretty happy that we've done everything that they added in the game. So now what we're gonna do from next week, because we usually stream on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. We're going to start a new run where we... Oh, what's going on here? Oh, it's pressure damaging all of this now. We're going to start a new run where it's a spaced out moonlets cluster, and we're gonna take similar principles, but we're gonna focus on space exploration, and we're gonna try and actually explore all the spaced out content we never actually got to, like the niobium asteroid, like the tungsten asteroid, like the temporal tear, like the resin tree. Like, there's all these things that we never actually did in Spaced Out, because we kept trying to do long runs and kept not actually making it into space. And I'll find an interesting seed for that, where we have to go into space and do a lot of that stuff. And if we do all of that, maybe we'll come back here and do it all here as well, but we'll see. So, Treble Queen. How many dupes have you got now, and did anyone die? Any thoughts on what moonlet I might start on? Well, I want to start on one that's different than the ones we've done before. I haven't done anything with poke shells, so I'm quite keen to do something involving poke shells. And I want to mix in the Frosty Planet biomes with the biome shuffles. So I'm thinking probably radioactive ocean. Probably radioactive ocean, and we try and make like a nuclear reactor and stuff. Because we've done one nuclear reactor before in Flip Farters, but it's been a while. Maybe we make that maybe we make that miniature nuclear waste machine we kept talking about. Because I haven't actually made that on stream, so it'd be good to do that. I'm thinking radioactive ocean. Maybe. Lots of salt water on that one. Lots of poke shells. I think there's poke shells on that map. Yes, look at all this madness. The pipes are just not happy. It's because we're still pumping all this friggin' petroleum out of this tank. Like the inlet oil broke ages ago, and the petroleum is still running through here. It's somehow not all exploding into sour gas. Is it exploding over here? No. It's not quite getting hot enough here for the sour gas. The transit tube keeps melting. The duplicates, bless them, are trying to fix everything. Are they? Or are they just trying to... No, they're just trying to run the kiln. Ah yes, more water. Rad Ocean does make getting Reed 5 interesting. Yeah! It seems like there's some interesting potential challenges. Right. The magma has all been released. This is all the magma. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Because we're not doing that again. A lot of this is actually condensed into igneous rock now. Yeah, this is why you don't want an infinite storage of magma to explode. Right, on that note, I am actually going to end it because I need to get to bed. But, let's save this as destroy. There we go. A successful run is nice to see. And you get to see a nice little quality of life feature they've updated the game with. It says it's already saved now, so I'm not going to try and save it again. Right, music. Music. Thank you very much for hanging out. If you're still here from Shen's raid from earlier, or you just started joining us from Treble Queen's raid, we will go continue the raid train somewhere else. But yeah, that was Blasted Ceres. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for sticking with the series the whole way. We might add a couple of episodes later, like we did with Badlands Boffins, depending on what we end up doing schedule-wise. But this is mostly where I'm happy parking the playthrough. We've achieved all of our objectives, and we're ready to move on to the next challenge, which is probably Radioactive Ocean Asteroid, by the sounds of it, with Frosty stuff mixed in. So, cold all round. But if you like what you've seen today, feel free to follow me on Twitch if you're not already. There's a Hillstream Loach. They've been crawling all over the camera as usual. I stream Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, 7:30 to 10:30-ish.
Thanks for the
and it's usually oxygen not included. I might do some more Mega Aquarium missions as well. We'll see. Thank you very much for the follow, Spam. The YouTube channel is also where all the VODs go. If you missed any of the streams for this playthrough, you can find them all on there. There's also build guides, tier lists, discussion videos, lots of oxygen not included stuff. Some Dice and Spear program stuff as well. That's a game I'm thinking of getting back into at some point. I'm kind of waiting for them to just do the vehicles update, to be honest. But we've got plenty of stuff to do in oxygen not included. I think if we get to the point where we complete one more playthrough of this game and we actually get the spaced out stuff looked at, I'm going to start looking into Dice and Spear program more again. I think that's the plan. Yeah, they really are crawling all over the camera. And there's also the Discord where we hang out, and if you have questions about oxygen not included or you want to show off your build, you can show it off there. Anyone posted anything there? Oh wow, actually, hold on. Yeah. Yes, we've got some interesting hatch ranching going on in the Discord at the moment, so lots of stuff going on in there. And yeah, let's go raid someone. Who are we going to send all of you Shenderps and Treble Queen enthusiasts to? Probably live action pixel again. More oxygen not included. Seems like a relatively new run. A bit of a different experience. Live action pixel is a friend of the channel. Oh look, Platty. The Hillstream Loach just covered up the Platty. What a shame. But yes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for enjoying this series. We will be back next week. Enjoy your weekend, everyone. And get some sleep. At some point. Take care.